Well, here comes a crunch game. So much depends on this. Expectation and nerve. It is indeed a heady mix. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. And as you can see, we've already started here. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, Brahim Diaz is someone who had a very interesting football education, Peter. He spent time in his youth, both in Manchester and Madrid, and he's had a real...
Ben Seguir is having a shot! Great idea, just poorly executed.
Yeah, and I don't think there was much wrong with his vision, nor his decision-making.
Camera. There will be a throw-in. Camera pinches it off him. Looking for options for movement, and he's picked it up out wide. Oh, that's fabulous. Pulls it. There's the header! And it's Amrabat. Morocco finding their passes. He's dealt with that really well. Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
That could spell trouble. Shapes the shoots! Goal! Morocco! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react. And there's only one word to this. Ben Seguir!
He's got a goal! And they're at it again in double quick time.
Well, he had time to weigh up the fact that the keeper was vulnerable, and he duly lobbed him.
Morocco are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Brahim Diaz. He takes a shot! Well, now and the keeper couldn't hold it. Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. A quite incredible spell. They are flying. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Yeah, his instinct told him that the keeper would struggle to cope with that, so top marks for him following up. I think it's really sharp play, it was well read, and he was a little quicker than everybody else.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
Well, he's been on a crusade, and his first goal seemed to just whet the appetite.
A case now of complete control.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Finland already looking up at the vast mountain they've been left to climb. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Now, can they get him away?
Brahim Diaz. Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Good ball, good take. He's got full. It's in. Again, in a trice, and they are soaring. Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
As if 3 weren't enough, this is nigh on utopian. Morocco are having a ball here.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Some resolute defending there. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
He made it look a bit predictable.
And he's had it nicked away. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Brahim Diaz applies the finish. Well, he caught that pure, but no end product.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to...
Great chance! He scored! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye.
I can see some heads dropping here now, Peter. I see things getting even worse out there.
And that's it. And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all.
And a quick announcement today that memorabilia from today's match is now on sale.
And so we reach a fork in the road. Fortunes can turn either way from this point. One path leads to where they all want to be, or at least a significant step closer to it. What doesn't bear thinking about is the alternative. It is time for the central characters to stand tall. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. The action has already started. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
The fella.
Great chance! It's anyone's ball now. Well, he should have done better, and he knows it. And we have our very first corner. Hakimi with the short one. Crosses it in. Adley! He will be livid with himself.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. A lot of space ahead of it. It's a mighty effort! Goal! Morocco! And Morocco score first! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Finland are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Strong running down that left flank. Unahi. That's a good ball out wide. Threads one in. Lovely ball and a real chance now. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Pass somewhat off target. Tries to pass it through. Unahi is sporting a guilty look after that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
That'll be a throw-in. That is ended up in no man's land. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Just the goalkeeper to beat. Real chance! They've scored! And they're at it again in double quick time. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
He's under a lot of pressure there. And it's Adley. He's got plenty of space out wide here, but he's well positioned here. Great defending, strong and determined. He's through now, and the shot! And it's there! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the...
And that's it. Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you.
Announcement. With the father of a
Well, this is just joyous. The perfect backdrop as both sides look to clear the first hurdle. Supporters here in terrific numbers. So will they be going back happy at the end of 90 minutes? Some terrific scenes here in Barcelona. My goodness me, it's made even better by 100,000 supporters in full voice. And that's it. And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all.
Se ruega a los espectadores que tengan previsto abandonar el estadio en coche, que lo hagan de forma...
The premise of the tournament is simple. Every team, of course, is striving to make the latter stages. That's where they all want to be. No doubt these two harbour very similar ambitions. A good show here, absolutely crucial. A fabulous show of vivid colour and vocal cords. The new look Camp Nou at its best. Things have got underway here pretty promptly.
Well, just when you think you've got Eden Hazard, Peter, he opens up another box of tricks entirely.
And that's the thrill about him, isn't it? Every time you come and watch him play, he seems to come up with more and more surprises.
Well, I mean, that's the key to the job, isn't it? Find a different way of doing the same thing, and that he basically excels at. He's fantastic. Once he comes inside, anything is possible.
Well, they've got it again. Kubasi. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. That could spell trouble. Oh, easy pickings there. Oh, perfectly measured that. Oyarzabal! Goal! Barcelona! Barcelona are in front. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
So, a breakthrough already. De Jong. Now it's Griezmann. Always onto this. That has ended up in no man's land. And this is Lewandowski. Vermeer.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. De Jong with the slide tackle there. And it's Lopez. And he's managed to get free. Pass somewhat off target. Played into space. Oh, played right into his path. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. There's the shot! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Barcelona really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter. That's going in strongly.
Yamal. He's under a lot of pressure there. Mbappe has it out wide and in space. Yamal. And he shoots!
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Now it's Oyarzabal. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. That has not gone well. Great ball if he can get there. And the shot! Oh, it's a stunning goal! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order.